From the east, for adventure they came, told the last mystery forever to strain. In the shadows of the chestnut tree, back they come, searching again. Born into the past, not missing a beat, hidden now in the shadows of steel. Trees to ashes, dreams to dust, once a bloom of daisies, not only a rust.
Oh!
My name's Nick and I look up to my father. I attended Yale, just call me a scholar. I am not a fellow who's very judgmental. My family sells boxes, it's quite successful. I went to dinner with old friends of mine. I got to East Egg and their house was real fine. Their friend Jordan was there acting real snooty, but as Tom and Daisy fighting, I be looking at your booty.
Got my man to buy me a bitch. Tom is mine, but he pitched. Living the high life is my niche. Nick is young, lying.
Look at this monstrosity a ways down the road. He's got oranges and lemons to juice at his abode. Buffets, free booze, and orchestra at his fingertips. Everyone's at Gatsby with beer on their lips. I was on my way to getting roaring drunk when I ran into Jordan at Gatsby's big party. We set off to find the host of this party, but instead we found books and drank more Bacardi. There I met Gatsby, a man that was great, but he needed Jordan too to plan an important date. Jordan said that Gatsby told her a story, but she couldn't tell me even in all of its glory. There I was at the party, having lots of fun now. I was talking to a man who said he recognized me somehow. We were both in the war. I asked if he knew Gatsby.
Gatsby is me! Name's Gatsby, old sport. How do you do? Most of the things you heard about me probably ain't true. I come from a small town out in the Midwest. Think it's called San Francisco. Nah, they ain't a jest. Throughout my life, done all kinds of whirly things. Spent some time in Europe, collecting bling bling. Got a medal from the war. I can prove it all. Oh, and by the way, I'm above the law.
Sitting at the pub, had myself some lunch. Gatsby walked in, gave me a lunch. Asked his new fellow if he was looking for a trade. Little does he know how I get paid. I told him a story about an old friend, how most had faced a tase at him. I felt quite old with my molar cuffs. I had to leave before they caught my bluff.
Daisy all in white, all she missed in is a halo. Boys walking by, they trying to say hello. She got the attention, which is all I've ever wanted. This explains why my wins are always wanted. But I had to ask Nick if Daisy could come over. Gatsby had me ask, he felt like a learner. Little does Daisy know that Gatsby will be there. It's all up to Nick now to start their affair.
I have a job for you, old sport, he said. Don't open my product, it's just some French bread. You see, old sport, I consider myself honest. The fact that you asked me leaves me astonished. Duh.
I'm shaking in my boots and quaking from fear. In a matter of time, my love will be here. Hoping I don't make some horrid mistake. Nah, I got to be a piece of cake.
I'm standing in a house that's a picture of splendid. Jay's return into my life has me feeling upended. I don't know what to do, I think I'm in love. Jay's highbrow life will fit like a glove. He owns so many perfect, pristine possessions, but I'm the green light, I'm his ultimate obsession. Hey, now what's this painting over here?
Well, that's Dan Cody, it's a story you should hear. When I saved his boat, became a father to me. He got the power, the fame, and that money. Got the honeys, ain't no dummy, don't his life look so sunny. Listen, Sonny, reppin' West Egg like the great Easter Bunny. Said, damn man, he got everything he needs. He's the inspiration for me to succeed.
He was born James, gets a North Dakota town. Don't listen to the rumors, his wealth was newly found. The limits of his poverty had left him distraught. He worked as an assistant on Dan Cody's yacht. They traveled the world and he learned to love the wealth. He didn't get the money after Dan Cody's death.
Sloane's and Tom came to visit one day. Smell of old money, it made me feel cray. Their offer to dinner was quite insincere. Left looking like a fool while Tom stares and sneers. Party life ain't for me anymore. I'd rather stay with Daisy. It's not a bore. Don't want people to know. When she's with me, with help from Wolfshine, I replaced the faculty. Saw Daisy's daughter, which left me queasy. She must have loved Tom, or she just easy. The blistering heat made Tom question me, even though he let me drive his car to the city.
This weather is just so unreal. Can't possibly understand how I feel. Gatsby or Tom choose who? Cause I certainly don't have a clue. All these hidden truths in the air, uncertain. Gatsby and I a pair. Withdrawn, it's time to go home. And think who will go home alone.
Side of the road seemed to be some commotion. I figured out what happened and it stopped all emotion. I gotta Judge George to be its North Star. Poor Earl killed by that damn yellow car.
It'll happen so fast, but I'll take the blame. Soon the newspapers will believe my claim. I'm gonna stay till she goes to bed. cause Daisy is forever stuck in my head. Daisy shine, Daisy gold, Daisy rock my whole world. She is love of everyone, nice girl, hair coat, so in love. Daisy number one, but she be loving Tom. I'm a doctor, dodging bombs with Daisy put on lip bomb waited. She tried to light in my life. I really, really love it, even though she's housewife. Makes my house feel so much bigger. She's my last hope, and I'm really gonna get her.
The other day I found the dog collar on the desk drawer, and didn't take me long to realize she was the whore. I locked her in the house like the dog that she desires. When she ran into the passing car, was swept into the tires. Her death left me on the couch, rocking back and forth, thinking maybe I'll find that yellow car up north. The man thinks he can easily take my wife. To me she was a treasure, worth more than life.
Are the elite and we've got all the power. You're the richest man here, but you're obsessed with a flower.
Elite, yeah, right, you ain't got nothing to celebrate. You hardly know how to keep your missus and wife separate.
Your gaudy is so unsophisticated, like a pig wearing a tux, barely domesticated.
True, we might have less commodities, but at the end of the day, you still attend our parties.
My pool's being closed, I thought I'd take a dive. You know I should have valued all the days I was alive. Who knew I'd have a murderer stalking through my woods? Never even had a chance to...
2 years later, still remember that day. Wilson is a mammoth, so the murder's okay. Everyone reporting a ton of different lies. I'm so disgusted, can't wait to say goodbye. Gatsby, just our father, shows up to the funeral. The attendance is a very low numeral. Myers says that respect in the dead is in vain. Nobody cares for Gatsby after his reign.
Jay's stories finally reached the end. Going to his funeral, he had no friend. He had goals and ambitions before Daisy. Then everything in his mind suddenly went hazy. Our lives, Nick and I, were the only ones to surface. Not even Daisy was there for the service. People only loved him because he was rich. That's why he's known as a poor son of a bitch.
I had to meet with Jordan to try and set things straight, but apparently she found herself a new soulmate. I saw Tom on the street, and his silence said it all. He refused to be blamed, letting Gatsby take the fall. Gatsby's on his house, ringing with this town. I can't take it anymore, won't be around. Gatsby saw her orgasm at green light. Didn't know she was lost to the night. Just trying to find that sweet melody. The beat goes on, but this flow's too heavy.
I'm the all-seeing god of betrayal and ash, with a secular story that ends with a crash. The death of the dream and that moral decay. America's just throwing their money away. I hope those themes have got you convinced. I'm Eckelberg, yo. I got the omnipotence. Nothing happens in this town I don't see. And that, my friends, is the story of Gatsby.
What did you say?